It's March 11th, 2025. You know, my boyfriend had an ear infection. We had to have it dug out. He now his hearing's starting to go again, so I don't know if they're getting affected or what, or he may need a hearing aid. And he can hear okay when it's quiet and we're together, but at times get in like any open places or restaurants or like that, sometimes he has trouble hearing. And I'm actually thankful because these people are assholes and ignorant boobs. Today when we got out, some guy was talking. I told that family, hmm? Uh, that kid was dead on impact. Well, they said they were hurting. Why didn't she tell somebody it was a medication error? We did. Don't let them fool you. We did. My mom even told Lisa's mom, Joyce, that it was medicine making me sick and they put me on morphine. It was actually fentanyl. Or Dave referred to them as morphine patches. They're actually fentanyl. They're 100 times stronger. Okay? Yeah. And where I started losing all that weight when I got off that medication, and within 2 months, I could drive a car. Into 2 months. I'll pull myself up and down streets going from a 24 to a 16 from November to April. Okay? Okay? In April, I can still, that memory of that day, I'm standing at the back door of the church. Ron and Lisa walk up to me. Karen, it's so good to see you at church again. Look how much weight you've lost. We always see you out driving your car. Pulling yourself up and down streets, stores, you're going to beat this. I said, well, they talk about remission. It can't happen fast enough. Oh, you'll beat this on your own. That was April. They knew it was a medication. Yeah. Everyone knew. And they thought I was on morphine. Took me off everything else and it was a medicine doing it. I just had to wait for the swelling to go down and learn to walk again. Okay? So May 3rd, 2003, we're at home, and that's when Brian Laney had to show up and tell us that how Phil blew through a stop sign into a semi. Tyler got ejected. He was dead when he hit the pavement. And Phil was ripped into pieces. Huh? They were both dead instantly. There was no hope. Everybody at church that was behind him, he was one of the lead cars. Couldn't believe he didn't even try to stop at that stop sign. He blew right through it. Speed ratios for a limb to be ripped off, 60 to 100 miles an hour. He would be in jail for that kid's murder. Her father murdered her son. I wasn't even there. I finished getting well in July. Strange didn't make up that lie on me till November of 2003. It had nothing to do with them. Nothing. Oh, you're a faker through all that. Dave, I was sitting there when Dave told him it was a medication making me sick. They're going to put her on morphine. And she'll be fine. So why would they want attention because somebody made up a mean lie on me? Did I have anything to do with their kid's death? No. Absolutely not. I was at home. Her father murdered her kid. 6 months before that. And within a few months, because her father murdered her kid in a traffic accident, vehicular homicide. His car insurance had to pay for that kid's death. And then they got the life insurance policy from her dad dying, their inheritance from it. They were out buying huge, huge trucks. Huh? Big, expensive gifts. Showing everyone. Was sick. Vacationing it to Florida for over a month. Within 4 months. So when he made that up 6 months later, they had already been spoiling themselves on all that money. And then bragging to everybody at church about what they bought. It was morbid. So why would they care if somebody made up a lie on me when her father murdered her kid? They wouldn't. Like they said, where Linda was following Tim and Katie and she got caught. Strange ordered my death. But the Vegas had a cult following that people would kill and destroy for him. He ordered me to be killed and destroyed in 03. They would have killed me in 03, but he pushed Danny to suicide. And I told you I took him to the social workers, got him counseling, crisis center, and the child and adolescent center. And he told them all of them, that Strange took him that day, screamed at him at the pulpit till he passed out. Screamed at him till he did what he was told. And that's why he killed himself. Wouldn't let him eat all day. He was in counseling for 2 years. Georgine Bovusa, the Stark County social worker, called Dave, I want your participation in that minister taking your son and assaulting your wife. He said, I won't talk to you without a lawyer. Well, we'll put it this way. Anything happens to your son or your wife again, in the next 20 years, I'll put you in jail myself. They backed off. They would have killed me for thinking I was following Tim and Katie. He ordered my death. No, I found out September 18th, 24, an investigator said he had went over and talked to him. 8:30 in the morning. My car sparked. Why did they wait? It was a medication error made their sick report. Why did they wait 15 years? Strange ordered it because he thought she was following Tim and Katie. That they were to try to have her killed, and if she didn't die, to have her destroyed. Nobody was to say or do a thing until Dave said he wanted a divorce. Took him 15 years to say it. They planned this for 15 years before they did it. So they let him use the family tragedy. Because those people will kill and destroy for that family. Now, they all thought I was on morphine. They knew it was medication error. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them fool you. They knew that. And they watched me slowly get well over 9 months. In October, should be around September, October 23, I am in Coles and Belden. A guy and a lady on a Sunday night said I went to Lisa. I asked if she was getting well for a long time before she finally got well. He said yes. And when she finally got well, nobody thought anything of it. And when Strange said it, they all believed it, so they took up the money to have her killed. They knew the people they hired were killing other people here, and they said they didn't care. The lady's like, you better stay out if they don't care they were killing other people. He said, I know. Okay, pumpkins? Getting the idea? Getting the fucking idea. They don't care. In September, October 23 also, I was in Akron. A lady and a guy walked by, okay? And they said even some of the drug dealers they hired don't even find this funny anymore. She do anything wrong? No. The drug dealers already confessed they photoshopped everything, made fun of the FBI for falling for it. Are they going to do anything about it? We don't know. But none of this is funny. I even went to her ex-husband Asked if they ever said it was a medication error that made her sick before. He said yes. And they did encourage them to sue those doctors for years. He didn't say a word and let all those people hurt her. None of this is funny. Got the idea? So where they're saying, oh, she should have said something, they already knew. Don't let them fool you. They already knew. It took me 9 months of slowly getting well. Don't let them fool you. And just because you're hurting inside, don't mean you can hurt somebody else. My one house manager at this one place, her husband came home as a young man, found his sister on the floor, raped, a private area cut up with a knife, stabbed, bleeding out on the floor. In her dying breath, she told him who did it. He knew him. In a fit of horror and anger, he ran out and found him. He didn't quit beating him until he was dead. He spent 21 years in jail. So why would he go to jail? And they wouldn't. Exactly. You can't just hurt somebody. And they don't even have a right. Their church is killing people and harming them in front of people. And they're using your ignorance and your stupidity. Like I said, I'm glad my boyfriend can't hear everything. We were walking back to the car. Some idiot girls, some guy named Will, showed up and said, and they were doing the scam of Melissa's kids. Like about a week ago in Walmart, we all found out she never got prosecuted for those grandkids because she's some kind of FBI informant and the police taped those kids stating they made everything up. Yeah? They told you that in 18. And on. Do I need to go over it again? Because you're slow. And for another thing, you people are so ignorant that fall for this. Some drug dealer kicks in your front door where you're out, sets up on camera stalking, and cyber stalking is a federal crime. Felony evasion of privacy. Tape you going to the bathroom, tape you shower washing yourself. That drug dealer has his men go in, roofie drinks, beat and rape you, and you wake up with bruises, throwing up, no memory. No memory at all. Private area swollen. The only thing new to you is this new home with dirty well water and showering it. I thought it was giving me cancer. And here you've been drugged up and told to say stuff, being raped. In your own home, have to go to the doctor. What on earth is wrong with me? I thought I had cancer. Wake up with marks that look like injection marks. Same thing. Orange, lemon, grapefruit sized bruises all over me. I lost 18 pounds before I called FBI. Never seen or talked to anybody. You talk about a scary movie situation of sexual predators. The human traffickers were in my home. Running a drug scam. That's who was in my home. Okay? Running a drug scam. Photoshopping and washing yourself in another room. They supposed to sell kiddie porn to my grandkids going potty. These people are so stupid. Those drug dealers could say, hey, we set up button cameras in your home. You did what? We taped you in the shower. washing yourself. We put it in the other room to make you look weird. You did what? Where you had bruises and you were throwing up. You didn't just like bang your arm and have the flu. And a weird virus or and you had a personal infection. Our guys drug beat and raped you. That's what caused it. And why you had to go to the doctor. And while you were drugged up, we drugged you up and told you to say this or that. Now give us your money or we'll put you in jail. You're so stupid you'd hand them the money instead of calling the police. And realizing how stupid you look. Drug dealers would rob you blind. You're ignorant. You have a right to privacy over your house. You can't drug anybody. They're fake sodium pentothal reports or Valium mixed with a bunch of other drugs to make you sleepwalk. They did it to a Marshall's kid twice, roofied her. My co-worker, Dar, was taken and raped and left in a puddle pee. They said she was talking and acting fine after she took a drink. She acted a little happy. She don't remember anything after it. Like the Marshall's kid said, you take a drink, the room goes dizzy and black. I know. They used the same shit on her. They did it to my old neighbor, Mike. He told people in the middle of a beer in a bar that he was an astronaut. He was thrown out of his mind. Nice to some, swore, laughed. Apparently took himself out to the bank. He couldn't figure out how I got money. He's walking up, told him to check his bank. Well, I took money out. What was in the box with mustard? I changed my shoes. I'm like, go slip that off. I'm like, oh my God, somebody's roofing him. And he looked at me and said, yeah, I used to be a New York cop and you're pretty. You want to go cuddle? I'm like, go sleep that off. I told him later on, a while later, that he told me he was a New York cop. He started laughing. I said, I don't remember saying that. He said, I went back down to that bar and I found out I told people I was an astronaut. He was stoned out of his mind. Now think of those drug dealers playing with you in your home. Yeah, it's called racketeering, honey. It's extortion, cyber stalking. You guys are so ignorant. You hand the drug dealers everything you got. Instead of calling the cops, you don't get in trouble for being victimized. Makes you a victim. Bunch of fucking dumbasses. Where's your court order to be in my home before Dave hired Pete on his own, a drug dealer? It's documented and verified by the police. I was framed by the drug cartel, and it was a drug cartel in my home before. Running a drug scam. So, why are you making fun of me for some drug dealers? Yeah. On Thanksgiving of 18, like they said in Walmart 62, I heard she never got prosecuted for those grandkids because the police taped them saying they made everything up. Duh. Thanksgiving of 18. Caught their mother telling them the lie, taped her too. Taped my whole family defending me. And these people saying how they framed me before. And Melissa's kids got caught stating what? They made everything up. They were games of pretend. Okay. Thanksgiving 18, they were playing Boo in the basement. I went down there. I went for them to jump out and scream, so you let them do it. Next person goes down, let them act like they're scared. A little, just appease them. Yeah. Just make them happy and giggle. They scared you. Okay. On the third step up, I heard the house wasn't meant for Grandma. It was meant for Aunt Michelle and Papa, and Grandma needs to get out. I look down there in the huddle saying, praise crap. I go up and sit by Dixie. Flora, my other granddaughter, comes running up. They're saying me things in the basement. Go right up to John. Legally bought cows. What's going on? He's like, Mom, I told Melissa, his ex-wife, that goes to that account that took up the money to hire these people to kill me. Okay? Goes to that account. I told her, you're going through a divorce. You're going to be moving out. She's going to have the kids make up something, but don't worry about it. Nobody could say anything bad about you. She'll have her church people make up something too, but don't worry about it. Nobody could ever say anything bad about you. It'll just be made up because you're going to be moving out and going through a divorce. And since nobody can say anything bad about you, don't worry about it. You shouldn't have said anything till I actually moved out. Well, I did. And since nobody can say anything bad about you, don't worry about it. Excuse me. Okay? I go to Dave to clarify everything. I've never hurt anybody. He said, Karen, you're good to the kids, you're good to the grandkids. You'd never hurt anyone. You're good to everyone, no matter who it is. You take and so the police. The police have a huddle in the front of Walmart 62. Why are they having those kids make all that shit up? Oh, they're just trying to scare her out of the house. We interviewed her whole family. They spoke highly of her. The other investigators, Melissa's so stupid she made everything up when you were fishing with Dave. She's actually that stupid. She didn't check where you were. They call her stupid. January 12, 22. Officer John's been assigned to me since the first of the case. Stopped men at the door of Walgreens, North Main, 4:55 p.m. When those kids get caught stealing, they've made everything up. Some guy named Kurt was paying for the harassment before 21. And I went out of state in May of 21. And they were talking about the gas station. Oh my goodness, Kurt found out those kids were lying. He was going to kill her. And like Kurt's loud, they said in 18. Flora even stated October 23rd, 2019, my granddaughter that was playing with him. Of course it never happened. Of course it wasn't true. We made it up. They were games of pretend. I would have spanked them all. But thank God I'm not their mother. They'd have sore heinies. I would have spanked them. Involved yourself in crap. They're documenting me games of pretend. Well, I got back and I noticed Dark County sheriffs watch me, I guess. I would sit outside the police station and I'd say sit up and at times I'd yell stuff out. So I would know they're still there. I know they're there. But it made me feel not so alone. And when I got back, I'm like, if Kurt just found out those kids were lying. He's slow, right? Two sheriffs walk out laughing. Kurt just found out those kids are lying. He's slow. June to July of 21, I went to Illinois. The drug cartel followed me down there. That weird Eric that was stalking me was calling people's phones. People were calling me names walking by while I was smoking in my car. Calling me names, and I screamed out, if you don't believe I'm innocent, call the Massillon police. Yelled out their phone number. Street went quiet. They said they're documenting me games of pretend. She never hurt anyone. I left the next day. Oh, even last winter in Belden Village, on Walmart on the strip, some guy was on the phone. What do you mean some guy's paying for harassment? Melissa told me you could get all kinds of money out of it. You don't get money out of this. We got those kids saying they were lying a long time ago. I'll take care of them. You lost it. Too bad. Well, they were talking about outlines, how before that, the police needed to be taking care of her for making all that stuff up. Oh, yeah? Like they said in Carrollton, they found out the police taped them, saying they made everything up. She needs to go to jail for obstruction to justice. Yeah. They were calling for arrest in Carrollton. Okay. From the first month of the case, some little white man came up, and I woke up with a bruise on my leg. And I was throwing up. When I got myself together, went down to Walmart 62, all these cops and investigators are there. Came up for every item, what you telling us? I'll turn on you. I'm like, who are you? Look at him. Try to leave, Dave. I'll waste your child molester. He's like, you know that bruise on your leg? I used sodium pentothal on you. No, he stuck me with a date right there. You know what, you said something about a wrong neck out in Tushy Light. Like for ping, because someone's supposed to see your butt. Are you fucking kidding me? Got away from that freak. What are you meant to? He worked for Dave. He was drugging me up and telling me to say crazy lies. Went home and Dave debunked it. They only seen the back of my knees. I was dressed modestly and made the whole thing up. But I had a bruise and I was sick. They said he runs around lying to everyone. Some old drug dealer from Ravenna. Like they said when the case first started, we found out some old ass was drugging up Karen before. I hate old asses that drug people up. I hate crackheads. These people are so stupid. Instead of calling the cops, they'd hand over everything. Some drug dealer come up and say, we set up body cameras. You know, we've been stalking you. Cyber stalking is a felony. Invasion of privacy is 12 to 15 years. Like they said, that idiot can't hire a stalker. He hired a serial rapist. We taped you in the shower washing yourself. We put that in the other room. We did what? We had bruises and you were sick and you were throwing up. We drugged you up and told you to say weirdo stuff. Now give us all your stuff. You people would hand it over to him instead of calling the cops. Some crackhead's running a scam on me. It makes you, what? A victim. I want to see your court order being in my home before. Dave hired the drug cartel. It's documented and verified by the police. I was framed before, and it was drug cartel in my home before. May 25th, 21, Wendy's in Louisville. The church people breaking in before drugging me, telling me say word on molest herself. 8/9/21, the apartment building 4 and second plus offense lady and little girls were talked about. 4 or 5 neighbors got together. Did a police report. 1295 Fairlawn, little white lady screamed out. Talked to several people in 21. They opened an apartment December 9/21, 4 p.m. All the tapes are full with them and not her. And it's just a bunch of men doing crimes down here. Same day, white man followed with dark eyes, disturbing through the Stark County Hunger Task Force on 9th Street. He actually worked the cases about. We always knew the tapes were full with them and not her, so we never said a word. January 1922, the Department of Disability, they told them lies, drugged until the day before. February 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory. They admitted to drugging me and telling me to say it before. March 24th, 22, 113, they admitted to framing me. November 18th, 22, Eric London wanted stalkers. Came in Walmart 62, all the tapes are for me and not her. It was my idea to come up with it, my idea to do it. My idea to say it for all these people turn on it. And they thought for It's only here I could take care of it. I know it's that bad, they still fell for it. Went to Danny and John on Christmas Eve of 22. Do you know anything about that jackass? No, but if he confessed, he's long gone. Did you know they set up rotten cameras where they kicked in my door on the 6th day? No. Did you know about a shower scene in the other room to make me look weird with myself? No. Did you know where I had the orange, lemon, and grapefruit size bruises all over me and I almost passed out in front of the neighbor about the second week and it kept happening? Yeah. Did you know they were drugging me and beating me and telling me to say word on molester stuff I've heard? No. Thought you were working too hard and bruising too easy. Kids came out of the room and hugged me, Grandma. We didn't know. Went to Georgie. I've never done anything bad or wrong. Never said you did. Went to Danny's kids. Never did anything bad or wrong. That's the truth. Always been good to you, yes. Same with Josh's girls. Okay? June 7th, 23. Lighthouse Tabernacle. The church that Melissa goes to. Makes fun of FBI Agent John. FBI Agent John fell for the stunt at Dave Surfer. Oh, come on now. That FBI agent fell for it? You're kidding. It was only a stunt. Had me drug beat raped. Photoshop set off a hate crime. It was only a stunt to a call. Sat there and cackled at him. By September, October of 23, I'm in Akron. They said even some of the drug dealers that help out in this don't even find it funny anymore. She do anything wrong? No. The drug dealers already confessed they photoshopped everything. Made fun of the FBI for falling for it. Gonna do anything about it? We don't know. But none of this is funny. Went to her ex-husband, asked if they ever said it was a medication or made her sick before. He said yes. They did encourage him to sue those doctors for years. He didn't say a word and let all those people hurt him. They all knew, don't let them fool you. They thought I was on morphine. I was on fentanyl strong. They all knew. Okay. March 1st or 3rd or 21, they said they put two clips together. Put her in a barn. It's not her, it's them. Then later on, they said a scenario never happened. They said, sounds like you got undressed and were showering. Sounds like you were showering, washing yourself. Walk outside, smoke. She figured out what they did. May 12th, 22, May 26th, 22. They found tapes of them admitting it. In August of 23, Officer Mark told the lady that is documented and verified as framed before, and it was a drug cartel. They've seen it. And it was also documented and verified it was a medication error that made me sick before. And it's also documented and verified that another woman was even using my insurance. That was 23. See, Dave went to Strange and told them that it's a medication or medication making her sick. They're going to put her on morphine. My mom told Joyce she's on morphine. She's going to be fine. She has to learn to walk again. Well, that swelling goes down. That's the medicine making her sick. That's why in April of 2003, even the Vegas, I was standing at the back door waiting for Dave, and Tyler and Danny were outside playing. I can still see him pull that big long fruit roll up out, and them run around laughing and giggling. I'm watching them play. They walk up, Karen, it's so good to see you at church again. Look how much weight you lost. I went from a 24 to a 16 from November 2002 to April 2003. We always see you out driving your car, pulling yourself up and down streets and stores and malls. You're going to beat this. I said, well, they talk about remission. It can't happen fast enough. Well, you'll beat it on your own. Then May 3rd, 2003, we're all at home. And Brian shows up how Phil ran a stop sign, blew right through it in front of a bunch of church people, didn't even try to stop, into a semi, killing him and Tyler both. I finished Get Well in July, and Strange made that lie up of calling me a faker in November of 2003 when he thought I was following Tim and Katie, where on Wednesday night before that, Linda came up to me. I was following again and got caught. I think they thought it was you. I'm sorry, be careful. You took Danny and pushed him to suicide. Found out he ordered my death. They were to try to have me killed. Um, and if I didn't die, they had me destroyed. Nobody was to say or do a thing as long as Dave wanted to stay married. And as soon as he said he wanted a divorce, they were to take care of it. They planned it for 15 years. September 18th, 24, 8:30 in the morning, an investigator said he went over and talked to them, and they told him. They planned this because they thought I was Valentin and Katie. His son cheating on my sister with his girlfriend. And it was my sister following her husband. I told you, they would have killed me, but I took Danny to the crisis center, and then first I went down to my sister's house. And then when I came back, I took him to the crisis center, and then to the Stark County Child Adolescent Center. Danny told them that Strange took him that day, starved him all day, screamed at him on the pulpit till he passed out, and screamed at him until he did what he was told. That's why he tried to kill himself. He was on medication and counseling for 2 years. It's documented in Stark County. Strange pushed him to suicide. Georgine Vovuso, one of the Stark County social workers, called Dave, wanted to know his participation in that. And he said, I wouldn't talk to you without an attorney. She said, well, I'll tell you what. One thing happens to your wife or your son, I'll put you in jail myself. They backed way off, or I would have died in '03. Now you got to think, how fucked up is that family? Using their family's tragedy, I had nothing to do with. Using it that minister called me a faker 6 months later. Her father murdered her kid. He was speeding, ran a stop sign into a semi. Didn't even try to stop. Speed ratios to actually lose a body part in impact, you have to be doing 60 to 100. He was ripped apart. Tyler got ejected. He was dead when he hit the pavement. That was in May. Within 3 or 4 months, because Phil murdered their son under the eyes of the law, vehicular homicide, that car insurance had to pay him. And then they got life insurance from Phil's death. Okay? They went out and bought big trucks, all kinds of expensive stuff. And we're breaking to everybody they got all of that insurance money. Vacationing it down to Florida for over a month. That's within 3 or 4 months. So 6 months later, when somebody just makes up a shitty lie when he thinks of following his kid and his mistress, just get rid of me real quick? Have anything to do with them? No. But they help their call to get away with murder. If they have their own call following that people will kill and destroy. For them. Just because they said they were offended. They weren't offended. It didn't even affect them. It didn't even concern them. It had nothing to do with them. With her father murdering her kid. And they knew it was a medication error. They knew I was on morphine. They thought it was morphine. And it was fentanyl. It was stronger. Because my muscles were locked from all those surgeries. And from all the medication errors, I was so swelled up, it took almost 9 months for all that swelling to leave. As I slowly learned to walk again. And then my adrenal gland started working again, my thyroid. Everything was chemically shut down. I was having seizures and heart attacks on that medication. I almost died from medical malpractice and medication errors. And I'll tell you what, if Strange wouldn't have pushed Danny to suicide, I would have been a millionaire, because I was going to sue him. When I got well enough and strong enough to sit in the courtroom. It's documented medical malpractice and medication errors. All my family physicians in 2002, proven in 2003, and Dr. Eli agreed. And over 9 months on fentanyl patches of getting off the other medication, I slowly got well. Tell you what, within 2 months I could drive a car. I picked my canes and braces, pulled myself around place, learned to walk on numb feet. Seizure stopped, heart attack stopped. It was all chemically induced. I would have been a millionaire. But I had to take care of my kid for 2 years. Counseling, meds. Get him a tutor for school. It's documented in Stark County. Um, the strange person standard is suicide. They found it a couple weeks ago, and they found it in 23 county records. Now, like October 5th, 21, Huntington Bank, they were talking about Melissa's lies again. My one client, we literally, who's that crazy Melissa, they all talk about lying everywhere we go. I said, ex-Stonewall, friends with ex's girlfriend. Had the kids make up some mean games of pretend on Thanksgiving of 18 in front of the police. He's like, she's crazy. They're still all talking about her. I know she is. Just like the Stark County sheriffs laughing at her for just finding out those kids were lying in 21. They called him slow. Kurt tells everybody to stay out of it. He got called slow by the cops. Serves you right. They were just talking last week in Walmart, 62. Well, she never got prosecuted for those kids. The police taped them saying they made everything up. Duh. They called her stupid, too. So do I want to hear about mean games of pretend they were laughing about even a year later? They even told the apartment building second plus offense, those little girls, they even told us they were lying. Around 4th of July, they told all of 21, they were telling all kinds of people they lied. Made it all up. Some guy that was helping out with the harassment, if they don't stop telling everybody they lied, I'm not helping out in this. I thought you're slow. They already told them in 18. They're documenting me games of pretend. I told you where that weird Eric that was stalking me. I went down to my sister's in 21. The cartel followed me. People's phones are going off. People start calling me names. I don't even know these people. Sitting out in my car calling me names. Walking by. I scream out, you don't think I'm innocent? Call the Massillon police. Yell out the number. Street went quiet. Some guy yelled out, they said they're documented mean games of pretend. She never hurt anyone. Like Officer John, been assigned to me since 18, January 12, 22, Walgreens, North Main, stopped 2 big drug dealers coming at me. What did those kids get caught stating? They made everything up. Just like I told you, out on the Walmart on the strip in Belgium, some guy was watching me that night, another investigator. Melissa told some guy that she could get all kinds of money paying for the harassment. You can't get money out of us. We got taped those kids saying they made everything up years ago. I'll take care of them. Oh, out in Alliance, this last year, people all found out she made all that stuff up. And they're like, the police better do something about her going around making all that stuff up. Oh, in Carrollton, this last month, they had the police look it up. They were taped saying they made everything up. They're like, the police need to arrest her for obstruction of justice. Oh, yeah. She needs to go to jail for this. Because the police said, Melissa could go to jail for this in 18. Even involving herself in this. Well, why don't we just write it up that she was showing off with a girlfriend? So we don't have to arrest her. They were being kind to her because her kids were little. She really wants to fucking go to jail, she can fucking go to jail. People died over this. It was a human traffickers in my home before. So, we're those idiot people in the park, and I'm so glad my boyfriend can only hear some things. Some guy named Will said he opted out because of Melissa's kids. Or John's kids. Well, they got caught soon. They made everything up in 18 by the police, honey. And that's that agent that got fired for letting me get hurt and stole about almost $400,000 from the feds. Didn't sell him the walk into the case. That crook. The one that told on me? That crook? Or is he one of Bill from the Freemasons that's wrapped up with the Florida human traffickers caught under police surveillance? Or the guy that says he dates the Florida drug cartel leader, Michelle, Judge Peters' daughter, Judge Peters got arrested in 22 off this from Florida. The big truck guys that were here in Louisville, the drug traders from Florida, they got arrested. 100 guys got arrested. And Judge Peters in Florida. His daughter's here. Is that him? It's one of the three. It's either Bill from the Freemasons that was with the Florida drug cartel. That guy that says he dates Michelle, part of the Florida drug cartel. It's probably one of those two. Or it's the guy impersonating an FBI agent that got fired for letting all those bad things happen to me. He was fired within 3 or 4 months. They didn't find it funny, him so-called the way he was taking care of me. And that they were sorry and they let him go. That's why he introduces himself as the agent of my case. Because he's not an FBI agent. He's not over my case. He got fired. Those other investigators told on him. Or they screamed at him. In Walmart 62, you gotta pull her out. She almost got shot in the head driving. All these people are admitting to drug her. She's in high, we have to leave her in high danger. The guy running it said you'll get in trouble. And they were yelling at him. And these people were already admitting to drugging me and Tommy say it before. Photoshopped all their lives and it was a drug cartel. Stalkers coming at me. And that idiot. Yeah. Saying they had to leave me like that. It's illegal to. Well, he got fired. And he's the one selling the technology to the case. He's the one telling everybody not to believe me. It's him. He stole the money he put on that card. He thought he was just messing with a drugged up rape victim that a cult was trying to kill. Here it's part of the nationwide human trafficking scam. All the cartels showed up under police surveillance and it blew up. One of their mega cases, he's obstructing justice. He got fired. He's been running with the drug cartel. Yeah. So, where would you want to say you talked to some guy named Will? You want to go to jail as an accessory? It's either that drug cartel Michelle, Judge Peters' daughter Michelle's boyfriend, Bill from the Freemason, or it's that guy that got fired. Because I'll tell you what, it was a drug cartel in my home before. It's documented and verified. I was trained by the cartel. Dave hired the drug cartel to run a drug scam. See, it's a chaos, a storm. It's either Melissa's lies, photoshopping and washing, drugged and told to say it, steal everything from Michelle. She's the head of a drug cartel and is a billionaire. Get tired of the chaos of all these different scams being run by the drug cartel. And it's just scams, a hurricane of it. Some guy said he was going to run a scam, who can come up with the best scam to steal our money. And then all these scenarios, people with their different scams. Stop helping the drug cartel. I saw innocent of everything in 18. And they already knew it was a medication error. You're all slow.